Hello there, Sagittarius. Welcome to your May reading. Great to see everyone, and just a reminder, you can always use this for your sun, rising, and moon signs. So, we are almost out of retrograde. I hope that if you listened to my video last month, that your retrograde wasn't something that you feared, that you found some opportunities during the retrograde, and hopefully you're leaving it wiser and hopefully lighter than you were before. Your channeled information this month is patience. I know, easier said than done. But in particular, this patience relates to how you feel with other people. Not just about waiting for things to unfold, because, you know, manifestation can sometimes take time, but this is more about having someone in your life that knows how to push your buttons or trigger you. And when that happens, the way to keep your power, to keep your cool, is take a deep breath and try not to speak or act too quickly. So be patient, be kind, and remember to kind of keep that energy. Don't just react. I think that's going to help you a lot. Okay, so let's shuffle the deck and see what additional information and insights come through, and perhaps a little bit more information on how that patience card relates to you in your life. There's a lot of stuff surrounding finances and work at the very beginning, but let me just look at everything else for you. And I'll also pull a catalyst card, which shows how all of this connects, and also what you can do to kind of activate your potential over the course of this month. So we have Heart Awakening as your message, and it's basically about giving and receiving in balance. So if there's relationships in which you feel like the other person is taking or you're giving too much, this is about communicating where you need as well in these relationships. You need time, you need energy, etc. And being patient after you do that, because if you've never sort of spoke up before, it may take someone by surprise, and it takes time to change. So let's look directly at the cards. Your center card is the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, and this is about recovery. Recovery when it comes to money, when it comes to your emotions and your energy, and overall it's saying that you're making good progress, but the reversal is saying, again, nothing happens overnight. If you were in if your health, for instance, has been something you've been working on, the changes take time. I know, because it took me about a year to recover from a sprained ankle. I had to go through rehabilitation. I had to learn new limits and kind of change the way I took care of myself. And I definitely relate with the Seven of Pentacles in that. You get a lot of what you had back, but it takes a lot of time to sort of see that improvement. What's good about this is I feel like by the end of the month, you're going to feel more like the Eight of Pentacles. And that is a card of seeing the value in the work that you've done, and being able also to divert yourself into more, what's the best word here? I guess better use of your time and energy. So sometimes it's as simple as like redirecting and thinking of something else other than what is upsetting you. So if it's health, focus on your finances. If it's finances, maybe look into other areas of your life where you're doing great, or you can see more of an immediate improvement. So I mentioned that there was a lot with work. I see some shifts in relationships and environments for you. With the Seven of Swords in the past, this is about giving yourself a break, not feeling like you have to beat yourself up over a bad decision or over someone in your life that might have really disappointed you. Sometimes we don't know who someone is until they show their true colors, and when they do, rather than thinking, gosh, why didn't I know this, just think, thank you, divine universe, for letting me see their true colors and for allowing me to move on. There's a lot of work for many of you this month. Stay focused on what you can, like I said, what you can see progress with. And with the Five of Swords, you have both the 5 and the 7. I see it diminishing. I see you getting to a point now where you're going to not be regretting things, not focusing so much on the past, not beating yourself up, and then taking that energy and focusing on transformation instead. And this Five of Swords shows how opportunity is really what you want to embrace this month, not what is past. And your crowning card is the Six of Cups. Six of Cups showing an opportunity to connect with someone like a childhood friend, or someone with whom you immediately have a camaraderie or a feeling of familiarity with. So really good time for new friendships. And if you're in an existing relationship, it's a chance for you to kind of be playful, do something just for fun. You notice that they're kind of playing outside here. Sometimes there's a picnic. This is about having a very small, intimate celebration together, or spending time together, not necessarily needing to spend money. It's also a good time to spend with children or animals, because this really is a card of innocence. And when I said patience here, that may be where you need to put the most patience, is with the young people in your life, or those who lack the maturity that you have. There's a sense of frustration for many of you about where you're at in regards to how hard you've worked. So the Nine of Wands is typically a card of perseverance, of qualification, of readiness to move to the next level. The reversal is often coming through when people don't recognize the work that you've done, even though you recognize it, and I would say even the universe is going to help you with this. So patience is necessary. Don't give up. Keep working hard. This is not a card of completion. It's a card of recognizing how much you've done and how little is left to go, okay? It would be a great time this month, if your budget, time, and schedule allows, for a small trip, or to do something on the weekend that is completely separate from what you do during the week. So if you like, put away the iPhone, put away the computer, and do something like hiking, canoeing, fishing, and if you're in one of the states where there's inclement weather right now, this can also just involve escaping in a book, looking at a movie, or going to see a live performance of the orchestra or the ballet or whatever. So engaging in something that is going to provide escape and a refreshing sort of separation from reality. I don't usually say that it's good to separate from reality, but it is sometimes. We need to sort of get distance so that when we come back at the task at hand, to the task at hand rather, we understand why we're here. It refreshes you. For some of you, this can involve saying goodbye to a loved one, because the Six of Swords shows a gentle transcendence and also a journey for some. So a lot of times when I'm reading for people where they have a sick relative, it can show a long-term journey coming to an end. For others of you, this can be, well, actually it's not delayed travel. Like I said, travel opportunities coming through, which may not be something that you like, because I see right above this a sign of exhaustion. So if you're traveling a lot for work, or even just a lot for pleasure, and you're feeling exhausted, see what you can do to manage the frequency with which you're traveling, and also, working on your self-care to make sure that you're reducing alcohol consumption and increasing sleep as much as possible this month. And I would also say caffeine needs to be reduced. Whenever this card's coming through, you want to increase sleep, increase exercise, and also make sure that you are just taking care of your mind and your body. In your hopes and opportunities here, also your fears, we have the Eight of Wands. What's great about this is it shows me that there's a lot going on, a lot of opportunities that you can kind of tap into. It's in the fear area, which for some of you shows that maybe you don't want to get lost in the shuffle, or that there's so much going on that you can't focus. If that's the case, reduce the noise, focus on what's important, and embrace the opportunities that are there. Don't be afraid to try. And I think you're able to kind of manage more than you might think this month. We're ending on a curious note. We have the Two of Swords, which is a fear card, and it's a fear of what's next. And we'll expand the forecast to look at health, wealth, love, and destiny. But as I look at this one, for you, what I see is it's probably, you need to give yourself a month of introspective time. So over the course of May, meditate a little bit more and understand that sometimes you just have to make the decision based on the material in front of you. There may not be a win or a lose situation. I feel like for you, this is a shade of gray decision that you're going to be facing towards the very end of the month. And so make the best judgment call you can. And remember, no more beating yourself up, no more questioning. We do the best we can, we move on, we learn from those experiences. That's all that your soul asks of you, that's all that God asks of you. And if you do the best that you can, then there's no reason to beat yourself up. All right, let's take a look now at your health card, looking at mind, body, and spirit and the balance of those. follow your heart. And what a beautiful card for the health, for health in your life. This is about understanding what you need and having the strength to move forward, but it's also about taking care of heart health. So lower cholesterol diets, lower sodium diets, exercise, as I said, and if there's any stress in your life, finding activities and things that will help you relieve that stress. Let's now take a look at your wealth card, which is going to show opportunities in school, in career, and also like learning opportunities as well that will eventually help you with your money. But all of these things feed into money. It's not just about dollars, pounds, lira, whatever you use. It's about other things. So it says, beyond the mind, the heart beats. There's a lot of passion coming through here. Actually, all of your cards so far have had to do with your heart. Heart awakening for your catalyst. Your health card says follow your heart. And now your wealth card says beyond the mind, the heart beats. So given the fact that I got 3, all about heart health, I'm also going to apply passion to this and say that for your, let's see, that was health and wealth. So for your wealth, if you're not doing what you want to be doing, why are you doing it? Obviously, sometimes we have family obligations, children, a house, mortgage, all these things, but that's actually the obvious question. I'm asking a deeper question, which is there any other way that you can make a living or do something in your life that makes you happy? You need to somehow bring more passion into your work. And the other thing is, if you can't leave your job, because not everyone can, or if you can't find a job that suits your desires, your interests, then I want you to find another way that probably is a money-making opportunity that allows for that. So maybe you learned how to cut and style hair from your grandmother, and now you can open up a salon on the weekends, or you can cut people's hair and see if it starts to take off. Or like me, you've always had an affinity for reading cards, and you decide to deepen your intuition and learn about tarot or Reiki or yoga. I want you to go out on a limb and chase your true dream in your free time. You may be surprised at the fact that it could actually yield a profit. And through time, through energy, and through your own belief in yourself, that could perhaps become a new way to make money and provide more money opportunities. But more importantly, it's going to feed your soul, because we look so much like with success, with money, and even with currency as it being like physical objects, but time is a currency, and I talked about this with another sign this month. So think about how you want to spend your time, your hard-earned energy, and your passion. And if you are spending all of your time making someone else happy but not feeling the benefits of that, then it is time to think about how to incorporate more love in your life, in what you're doing, not just in relationships, and ultimately translating that to career and success. Enough said. All right, let's take a look now at your love opportunities this month. Love including not just passionate relationships, but also familial relationships as well. And it's saying love endures. So I see this as a connection with the 6 of Cups. Possibly a childhood friend, possibly a long-lost love could be coming in through this first week or the shadow of retrograde, and you might have a chance to mend a heart or to mend a situation that that didn't go the way you wanted originally. The other thing with love endures is, I talk about this sometimes in some of my meditations too, but when we talk to kids and ask them what they're going to do when they grow up, I would actually change it a bit and say, what do you derive joy from, and how do you want to change the world when you're older? How do you want to have an effect on the world? That's a deeper question, not what do you want to do when you grow up. What brings you joy, and how do you want to change the world? So both of those are going to be tied into passion, into love. And so when you think of the beautiful ruins like in Italy, or the art that's in the Louvre, or the music that's left behind by composers like Mozart, there was love and passion in that. So the reason we still look at the Mona Lisa, or we go to the Colosseum, or we are drawn to listen to classical music or popular music, and we still may listen to it 100 years from now, is because people put blood, sweat, and tears, love into it. So during this lifetime, you need to do something that is going to attach you to leaving behind some sort of lasting vestige to your existence. So what is your vestige? What is your temple? What is your fingerprint that you're going to leave on the world? When you start to engage with that, that's when love comes to you. And it may not be the love that is a wife or a husband or a child. It might be adoration from other people. So you could find love in that way, or you could just find love in the celebration of creating something beautiful, building a house by hand, knowing that it's going to last for hundreds of years after you pass away. And that was your TLC, that's your love. And you get the love back because you built it and it provides shelter for you. Think of love in bigger terms this month, and think of how your love can exist long past this body, past this experience. Now let's look at your destiny card. Destiny is basically your GPS and your compass. If you like where you're headed, stay on track. If you don't, change, make a turn. So your destiny card this month is, we got the Valkyries here, which has tones of renewal, life after death. It's interesting that that came, but it says redemption. So many of you may be trying to either make up for something in the past, get people to love you, change your ways. This is showing it's possible, and you should stick with that if you'd like. It's also showing you to enjoy life while it lasts. I don't use the term life is short. I believe life is unpredictable, so we should cherish every day. But I don't like putting that sort of that idea that there may not be enough. Just think every day matters, every second matters. So connect with what it is, say you're sorry, say I love you, believe in redemption, believe that people can change. This is a card of optimism, and that's really what the month is about for you. Let's summarize everything. Your channeled information was to have patience. Patience with yourself, patience with others, patience with your dreams. Just like a spring bulb, sometimes they take months, or they can take years before flowering and blossoming. There's a general theme of recovery, and recovery that's happening faster than you think. We have Seven of Pentacles reversed, crossed by the Eight of Pentacles, showing a tangible change happening for you this month. Really good time to express yourself through writing, to study new things, to go into new sort of mind-expanding endeavors. So college, university, reading, anything that's going to expand your thoughts or your mind. Be kind to yourself. Let go of the pain and the regret of the past. Focus on your potential, knowing that people will eventually see it. Friendships and relationships are going to be how you can, if you are looking to like climb the corporate ladder, it's about who you know, and you have to have fun along the way. Successful people understand the value of strong relationships. Take a break if you can, and if you can't, find an escape. Whether it's the movies, whether it's hanging out with a friend, playing ball with your dog, I don't care. Find a way to connect to nature. Focus on increasing your energy this month through better sleep and diet, particularly through reducing nicotine, caffeine, and alcohol. There's a lot going on. Don't be intimidated by the opportunities. Seize what you can, let the other things sit. There'll be more of a chance to go back later and embrace them. Remember, you can't always have a black and white decision. It's often about shade of gray. For you, the overarching theme this month is to tune into what you love. Your catalyst said it's a heart awakening month. You should connect with your passion. When it comes to your health, same thing. Pay attention to your heart. So cholesterol, heart disease, etc. Good time for a screening for that. But also follow what your passion is. If you end up doing something you don't love, ultimately it ends up making you feel unhappy, which manifests itself in the heart and pulmonary system. When we're looking at your finances, a hobby could become profitable, in short. So put more energy into a hobby that you love. Think about creating something during your lifetime. This isn't just during the month of May, that lasts long after your body and soul have passed from the planet. Finally, give people second chances, believe in redemption, and also live each day like it is your last. The Valkyries are here to remind you that there are no guarantees. but you don't want to live like thinking that life is short. They're just saying, live every day like it's the most important day. Take pride in what you do and live valiantly. That's really what they're about. Living a life that you're proud of, and if it was your last, you would say that was the best day ever. And so if you're not having the best day ever, first of all, it's okay. And hopefully this cheers you up. Tomorrow, you're going to make it even better. Okay? Be patient with yourself. Remember, changes take time. All right, I hope this helped you. If you ever need more coaching or advice, or if you want to do a tarot reading one-on-one, I do offer that. And I'll put a link at the end of this video so you can learn more. If you'd like to support the channel, I also have a donate link for that. Otherwise, keep in touch with me. You can subscribe to this channel or join my newsletter, and that's the best way to know when the videos are posted. By the way, they're normally posted on the 1st, but it can be variable times from the beginning of the day to the end of the day. Anyway, you can also keep in touch with me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and I'd love to have you join me there. I like to end every video with a little bit of gratitude, so from the bottom of my heart, I'd like to say thank you so much for your support, for allowing me to be in your home, or as you're going to school or to work or wherever you're listening to me. You have a lot of choices, and it's my honor to be able to help you out. So I'm wishing you love, light, and abundance throughout this month. Take care of yourselves. Until next month, bye-bye.